Hello, it's me, the technician that you're looking for. In this video, we're actually talking about loudness, and this video will have more value if you've watched my other videos, but also have done some editing and mixing so far, and I hope you have. So this is very much a show, not tell exercise. So let's jump in. I have 3 examples recorded here. Let's have a listen to them and see what we have. The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish. The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish.
The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish.
So you can see it's the same phrase three different ways. One is the right way, which is good mic placement, quiet room, good levels. The middle example is good placement, good space, but I had the gain too high. And if you're using the Rode microphones, just think of it as like the high setting. So you've got low, medium, and high for input gain. This would be the high setting. You can go back to the tutorial videos on the Rode mics, or look up a tutorial on how those work if you have more questions, or just ask me, obviously. And the third one is good levels, good space, but I was 8 feet away from the microphone, so there's lack of presence, and you can hear a lot of echo and room tone. What we're talking about today is loudness, and in the previous video I talked about normalization. So this is where your eyes can lie to you. All 3 of these peak at the exact same level, or level on the screen. So there's that peak, and that peak right there, and they're all 0 dB. So why aren't they the same loudness? Well, this is where you need to use your ears, not your eyes. Digital audio is great because if you want to zoom in and like make a cut on a certain word, you can do that. And that's what the waveforms are generally used for, but it's still an oral medium and you still need to use your ears. So actually, let's just use our ears and match the loudness of these 3 recordings.
The fish was delish. The fish was delish.
Start by playing it back. I'm going to highlight this middle one because it is, I hope you can hear this, too loud. Spoiler alert. So let's turn it way down just to start. And I'm doing all of this in the editor to prove that you can. You can do this in the multi-track later if you want to, and it might be easier for you to match the loudness of various blocks. Look at my last video on how to change volume in the multi-track.
The fish was delish. The fish was delish.
So there you go. They are the same loudness, but they're not the same audio quality, and clearly the middle one is distorted. I wouldn't record it that way intentionally, but in the real world, sometimes you're not paying attention, or you get distracted, or just a loud noise occurs and you're not ready for it. You will, from time to time, bring back distorted audio. We don't try to, and if you do, I'm probably going to, have a little word. But you'll know what you did, and you'll do better next time, right? Yes, right. So what we're left with is the option to just turn it down. Control the loudness, live with what we have. Let's look at the third example.
The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish.
So that one isn't that bad.
Fish was delish. The fish was delish.
I wouldn't record it that way because there's a lack of presence. There's no size, and the person does feel far away. On certain headphones and certain speakers, it may be a challenge for your audience to listen to that one. So let's do due diligence here and turn down the other ones just to match it. I don't think I need to do it a lot, maybe like 3 dB or something.
The fish was delish. The fish was delish, and it...
So there you go. Each of these separate recordings have a sort of different audio quality to them. The first one is very warm and present. There's a nice pleasing timbre to the recording. The middle one is very cold and icy and abrasive. And the third one is distant and small. But each of them has a loudness that you can interpret and give scrutiny to with your own ears. Let's hear this back now that we've adjusted this.
The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish. The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish. The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish.
So there you go. That is just a little chat about loudness and the importance of using your ears and not your eyes, because your eyes can lie to you. Now, some of you may point out that the distorted recording it looked bigger, or it was more full. That's a lack of dynamic, and that's actually one of the contributing factors to how our eyes can be fooled, because our ears aren't that great anyway. But if you listen really closely, you'll sort of pick up on that lack of dynamic. And this comes back to critical ear, and your critical ear is developing as we go through this course together. But again, it's scrutiny. Make sure you listen to your clips. Double check my video now on how to adjust levels in Audition. So when you go to do your next mix, your script can be on track 1, and then say you've got a clip that's recorded a little bit off mic. You'll be able to go in and maybe tweak the track volume on your script to bring it more in line with the level of your clips. Play around, experiment, make sure you hit all the buttons, and listen to things. Listen all the time. If you have any questions about anything with audio, let me know. If you want to talk more about levels and volume changes and other techniques, I gave you the simple one. The most powerful control that you have is the volume knob. So I'll leave you with that today. Get at me if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next one.